Out here at Browns Lake. It is a balmy 22 degrees, we'll call it. And just wanted to set up the 50 BMG as a tent heater. And there it is. Alright, beautiful day here in Burlington, as you can see outside here. If you can see outside, there we go. Nice day for ice fishing. Come back inside here, and here's our little 50 BMG that we set up here with some vent pipe. It's just a small heat exchanger, so we get a little more heat inside here. It's about 24 degrees or so outside. I think it's a little warmer in here already since we got the little shanty slash blind set up. But beautiful day for a test like this. Alright, we're outside just to show you guys what we're doing here. So here's our vent pipe coming out of our little shanty that's tied down to the just a small little actually we're just using a hunting blind is all we're doing. There's no insulation on this thing at all, and that's mainly because it's just an old blind that I had that I didn't mind cutting a hole in for the vent pipe. So, but anyway, yeah, here we are once again. You can see the tent blowing there. Went probably 20-25. Okay, so here's our 50 BMG hooked up to 3-inch vent pipe. I do not recommend you using aluminum vent pipe. This is 26 gauge, so 26 gauge or higher. 24 gauge would be great. And so this just set up with our vent system so that we can use it as an emergency heater or a tent heater like we're doing today. So damper door, ashtray. The ashtray is more like a shovel, so you can actually scoop out the ash and take it with you when you need to keep the unit running. So I'm going to go ahead and light this thing off, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we're just using some scrap wood that we had laying around. This is hardwood. And a great fire starter is just using fat wood. You can pick it up at a hardware store just to start the unit off. Otherwise, you have to use some fine tinder and some small sticks. But we're going to actually heat this tent and hopefully get it in to 100 degrees in here with just this little bag of wood here. So, and we probably won't even use that much. So, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff in here, and we'll grab some of the hardwood and get that in there. Just a couple little pieces, all you need. And we'll get our lighter. Now, fat wood works really well at starting these things. So you can see that's already going. Oop, I got it out. Wind's blowing pretty hard here, so just set it down on there, and we have a fire started. It has been about 60 seconds since the last video showing me lighting this. You can see how this thing just starts taking off. And we'll check back here in just a minute and show you this thing hopefully pumping out quite a bit of heat. So.
Now there's nothing.
We just have it setting on a, it's actually a silicone mat right here on the ice. And, you know, we don't plan on staying out here too long. So that will be perfectly fine. You can see that flame is burning nice and hot. And I don't believe, let's see if we can see anything out here. No smoke. Alright, got the fire going pretty good now. We're just going to go ahead and chuck some wood chunks in there so we can get this thing going really hot. That's all the wood I have in there. It's literally a handful. You can hear that air being sucked in. Now we'll go ahead and close the damper door just to show you. And you can hear how the air is being pulled through. Now we can actually control the airflow by just simply closing this door down or opening that door back up. Open it back up and you can see how, I mean, it's literally like a blast furnace inside there. Hear it. Yeah. Now I'll show you. Look at this elbow here. It's turning white. It's because it's getting so hot inside. We have to damp the flame down a little bit, just so that we don't create any problems with our venting here. We had to actually go ahead and shut down the air a little bit on this. It's burning so hot that we're afraid we're gonna actually melt our vent pipe that's connected to it. So if you were worried that this thing will not be able to put out enough heat, we have it, well, probably 70 degrees in here already. Let's see here. Oh, well, it's 60 degrees, and it's been, what, 5 minutes maybe?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I mean, the pipe is literally just completely going into nuclear meltdown. So we shut the air down on it. We shut the air down on the bottom completely, just to try to choke it off a little bit. You can still see it's burning pretty hot in there. So yeah, when we say rocket stove, it's literally a rocket engine with this new design. So, but anyway, we'll check back here in a little bit and give you some temperature readings. Obviously, we don't even have this thing sealed at the bottom, but it's getting nice and toasty in here, so we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes. All right, well, we got our hole augered out here. Our flame's finally calming down a little bit. That fat wood gets us a little excited. So, and you can see all I'm throwing in here, it's just chunks. I mean, just a chunk of wood about the size of his thumb. So, and that's all you need to heat our little shanty here. I mean, this thing is just cooking. I don't know if you can hear that. Hear the air. And here, I'll crack this open. we gotta slow this down. So we'll put it right about there. And this thing is just putting some heat into here. Here, let's check on our thermometer. Thermometer up here and see where we are. It's 80 degrees in here. Oh, can you see that? 80 degrees. It's almost like a summer day. Alright, we're still in with our made up shanty. And Tyler's over here ice fishing. Oh, this is real. Ice fishing. But I'm going to show you this thing's still running. And what is the temperature in here now? Everybody's going to start taking their clothes off here in a moment. It is still 80. We had the windows open a while ago. So, I'll go outside here in a moment and show you the vent pipe. Zero smoke. It's really windy out here, so I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me, but we've been running this thing for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and you could not even tell that we're running our rocket stove right now. It is burning so cleanly, and there's zero smoke. So, little penetration's holding up. That is hot. That is hot to touch. But anyway, what a beautiful day out here on Browns Lake.
I would if I got one.
It's a little toasty in here. We're going to start taking clothes off. But yeah, it is 105 degrees inside this tent.